The original Deathadder mouse launched in December 2006 with over 15 million, yes, that's right, you heard me correctly, 15 million units sold. The Deathadder is one of, if not the, most popular gaming mouse to have ever existed. It's no wonder, due to its popularity, why there's been so many iterations of this mouse. The Deathadder has certainly made its mark in gaming history and continues to be Razer's best-selling mouse. The Deathadder V3 Pro is the latest revision of this gaming classic. It boasts a few different notable upgrades, such as a 30K mouse sensor, optical switches, 4K polling rate, but do the upgrades justify the whopping $150 price tag? Let's find out. Today we're talking about the Razer Deathadder V3 Pro. If you've never held this mouse before, it has a very interesting shape. It's asymmetrical and designed to fit comfortably in the right hand. The left side of the mouse is taller than the right side, and it humps up a bit more on the left side of the palm rest. The exterior of the mouse is made of this durable plastic, and it has an eggshell texture to it. This mouse doesn't slip out of my hands, but some people disagree, so your mileage may... The V3 Pro weighs in at 64 grams, so about as light as the Logitech Superlight, but not as light as the Lamzu Atlantis Mini. The stock skates that came with this mouse are just okay. They're nothing new or fantastic, but they get the job done, just like your mom. I did, however, decide to swap them out with the Super Glide 2 mouse skates from Pulsar to make my experience extra buttery smooth. We're currently running a giveaway of the Super Glide skates courtesy of our friends over at Pulsar. In order to enter, make sure you're subscribed, you like this video, and you join our Discord channel. Link in the description. We'll be announcing the winner on our Discord channel on November 10th. This mouse has a very simple button layout. It has 6 buttons in total. On the top, you get M1, M2, M3, the mouse wheel button. The mouse wheel feels very similar to the Superlight 2, but slightly more tactile. On the side, you get M4 and M5, and on the bottom, you get an on-off switch that also functions as a DPI selector. Thank you for including this Razer. Moving on to all things PCB related. First, this mouse was so incredibly easy to disassemble. The shell is only held together by 3 hex head screws and a few clips. The PCB had a total of 4 screws. All the ribbon connectors on this mouse are plug and play. This mouse was the easiest I've ever had to disassemble so far. Razer outfitted the V3 Pro with the Focus Pro 30K sensor. The previous revision of the Deathadder came with a Focus Pro 20K sensor, so a bit of an upgrade there. Fun fact, this sensor is manufactured by Pixar. Pixar is a Taiwanese-based company that produces most of the sensors found in mice today. Other brands such as HyperX, Corsair, and Logitech have used Pixar sensors in the past. Now, what surprised me were the Razer optical switches. Razer claims 0.2 milliseconds response time, 0 double-clicking issues, and a vastly improved 90 million click lifespan. They are completely hot swappable. So if you can find any aftermarket switches that fit the footprint, in theory, you could just swap out your switches, completely plug and play. No solder required. Cool stuff. And in case you're curious, they sound like this. The battery should net you about 90 hours of use unless you're running the mouse at the 4K polling rate. Then you can expect around 24 hours of battery life. And for those who are not aware, the polling rate of the mouse refers to the frequency at which the data from the mouse is sent to the device it's connected to. So 1000 hertz means the mouse is reporting data 1000 times a second. 4000 hertz means the mouse is reporting data 4000 times a second. To run the 4K polling rate on this mouse, you will need to purchase an additional accessory. Oh, and you can charge this mouse via USB-C. You'd love to see it. Let's talk about the software. If you're new here, you should know I'm not really a fan of mouse software. I think of it more as bloatware. And Razer Synapse is no exception to this. I think Synapse is a big, steaming pile of shit. I've had more issues with this mouse software than any others I've used. It regularly updates, even if you disable the auto update, causing your mouse to disconnect for some time. I've had this happen in the middle of a gaming session playing with my friends. It's a sure way to make you go from a 0 to raging in no time. Fortunately, Razer has blessed us with one writable onboard memory profile, so it's really optional to run the software, especially since this mouse has no RGB. So the big question, is it worth it? Let's take inventory of what $150 USD gets you. We get a very lightweight mouse, 30K sensor, hot swappable optical mouse switches, the ability to run 4K polling, long battery life, and an interesting mouse shape. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's definitely, to me, a love it or hate it type of shape. Some people will hate this mouse shape. It's immediately going to disqualify the mouse for them. Other people are going to love it. For me, I'd say this mouse is worth it. I think you get a lot of bang for your buck, but if you can, wait for a sale. With the exception of having to use Razer Synapse, this mouse is a real joy to use. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and to join our Discord for your chance to get a free set of Super Glide skates. I'll be announcing the winner on November 10th. Until next time, GG.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay, I need some help here. Hit the stop recording button.